Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to be testing Mellow cosmetics and how they wear. So this is the look I've created. If you want to see how I created this look using the Mellow Cosmetics products, then just keep watching. Hello, welcome. So as you can see, I have already my base on because today we're going to be focusing on eyes and lips. So I got two different eyeshadow palettes. So these are just little quads. So the first one is called Rhea, and here is how it is looking. Really nice. So there's two mattes and two shimmers. I'm really drawn straight away to this one. You know me, I like a nice neutral tone, so I think that'll be really pretty. I do also like this shimmer here, and then the other palette is called Harmonia, and this one is more of a deeper pink sort of palette shade. Again, really liking this matte shade. Neutrals are always good. I think this one will be really great for more in the winter season, you know, when you're doing those deeper looks. But again, the shimmers look really pretty as well. So let's just do some little swatches and see how these look. So these are the swatches from the wrist up. Is the shade Alpha, which is the matte pink, and then we have Beta, which is the metallic lighter pink, and then Gamma, which is more of a darker brown, I would say, still nice, and then the darkest pink in this palette is called Delta, and that's the matte. And then from the Harmonia palette from wrist up, they also are named Alpha, Beta, Gamma and Delta, which is a bit odd, but never mind. The shade Alpha is like really nice. It is like more of a foil than a metallic, I would say. The shade Gamma in this one, a matte, it is more of a pinky colour, but it is looking more brown on camera for some reason, but really nice. Okay, started recording, then the camera cut off. So I don't know if that actually recorded or not. We're off to a great start here, aren't we? Anyway, what I was saying is I'm going to use this Harmonia palette, and I'm first taking the shade Beta, which is the dark pink. Is it a pink? I don't know. It's more of a, it's like a warm, yeah, it's kind of a pink. It's like a pinky brown. Anyway, so I was saying, I'll repeat it again just in case. I'm just taking a very tiny bit of this. You can see it is very pigmented, so I don't want this look to be too dramatic. So I'm just taking a very light hand on a little fluffy blending brush and just going back and forward with that in the crease. And then just using small circular motions just to blend that out slightly. So just whilst I'm blending here, let's answer the first question. The first question was, at what age did you start getting into makeup? So, well, let me tell you, I have always been sort of interested in makeup. I wasn't always good at makeup. So I think I first sort of became aware or interested in makeup when I was about maybe 13 or 14, and it was actually my cousin had got me, you know, those little like gift sets you get at Christmas, and it was an eyeshadow, like a little it's not a quad, what are they called, like a little tiny little palette, and it had a black and a silver. So you can imagine how that went. Not good. And then it also had a mascara as well. So at this point I had started sort of wearing makeup mostly for like dance shows and things. Like, and I'm talking, it wasn't good makeup. It was like foundation, powder, a blusher, and that was it really. Some mascara. Eyebrows just were not a thing when I was small. Not small, but when I was about 13 or 14, eyebrows just no, we're not a thing. Just did not exist in the makeup world. Anyway, so that's when I first sort of became aware. Now, for years, there were no eyebrows, there was no concealer happening, there was no bronzer, there was, you know, I just looked like a big egg. I just looked white, flat-faced, you know, just not good, not good. But when I first really became aware of how to do makeup properly, and you know, became aware of the face shape, the eyebrows, all the things, I was probably, honestly, and I'm going to be totally honest, I was probably about 20. I just never really wore makeup that much. Like, I wore it if I was going out or something, but again, like I say, it wasn't good. It did not look good. Because when I was a teenager, it wasn't so accessible back then. There wasn't all these YouTube videos, TikToks, everything now showing you how to do it. You just had to kind of figure it out as you went along. So yeah, I was probably about 20, and honestly I was probably about 23 before I figured out how to do lashes. So I was a bit of a slow starter, let's say, in makeup. And then when, you know, like beauty YouTube really became a big thing, all these influencers popping up and stuff, I was about probably, I don't know, 21-ish. And that's when I sort of just sat down, watched them, taught myself all the tips and tricks, watched people like Jamie Genevieve and Nikki Tutorials, and they really helped me on my way. Okay, just using a bigger fluffy brush now just to buff that out a little bit more. As I said, super pigmented. We are off to a good start here, Mellow Cosmetics. We are off to a good start. Okay, I am now going to go in with some concealer, cut this crease, and then we'll try out one of the shimmers. So another question that was asked was, I am new to the makeup world and don't know where to start. What should I do first? It's a really great question. A really great question. Like I said, I was blind until I was about 20 at least in the makeup world, so I didn't really know either. So like I said, a good start would be to watch a lot of videos, tutorials on things that you're struggling with. For example, a tip that I picked up when I was watching these videos is how to cut a crease. So let me show you. I've just placed the concealer here on the lid, and now what you're going to do is look up. You see, and then that creates a line here in your crease, and that's where you want to cut it. Okay, now you see where I've put that concealer. I'm now going to go in with the Rhea palette and use the shimmer shade, which is Better. And this is like a nice pinky, almost champagne-y colour. And I'm just going to place that where I put that concealer. So just going back to that question, I also just want to say, watching videos is a great way to learn, but don't become frustrated or don't become annoyed with yourself if it doesn't work out straight away the first time when you try something. It is all about practice. Practice, practice, practice as much as you can. Like when I first started doing like cut creases, I was following all the steps, all the instructions, like everything to the T that these people were saying, and it still just looked rubbish. Like I couldn't make it look good until I really just sat down and practiced, like figure out where you want to be holding your brush, what's comfortable for you. Also, there's no rules in makeup, so do you know what, if your makeup looks a bit different than these beauty gurus on YouTube or whatever, that's okay. It doesn't always need to be flawless, perfect, filtered, whatever. You know, sometimes it can be a little bit messy, and that's fine. I mean, this is nowhere near perfect by any means, right? Like, but it's very pretty colour. Yeah, that is super pretty, that colour. And again, it says it's metallic, but it is more like a foil, I would say. Okay, another question I got was, just starting to build up my kit, what should I get? So I would say don't go crazy. Don't get too much too fast. Just find products that you're comfortable with. I would really recommend trying out drugstore products first, so you're not spending a lot of money on something if you know you don't like it or it doesn't work for you or your skin tone. This is something that I learned as well, sort of when I first started out, that just because you know a beauty YouTuber or whoever recommends or something and says it's really good, it might not work so well with your skin type or you know your whatever. For example, when I first started out, it was around the time that stick foundations were really popular, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna invest in one of these, get a good one. Everybody else seems to really like them, so why not me? And I got the Tarte Amazonian Clay Stick Foundation, and I'm sure it was a great product, but because I have more combination skin, so I get dead oily in my T-zone, it just didn't work for me. It separated like on my nose, it just looked cakey and messy and disgusting, and that's why it took me a while to figure out why it wasn't working for me or why it didn't look good on me. But that's why, because it was just the wrong type of product for my skin. So just keep that in mind when you're starting to build up a makeup kit almost. Just figure out what works for your skin type. Like I prefer a matte foundation, and don't go nuts like with the money. There's really affordable brands out there. For example, Revolution, super affordable. There's so many like drugstore like Maybelline, all these brands do really affordable products. So I would say just buy maybe one or two of each thing, like foundation, concealer, contour, whatever. Like when I first started out, I was like, contour? What's that? Who's she? We don't know her. There was none of that. So just, you know, keep practicing. Don't go nuts. Don't spend all your money on products and then you use them once and you don't like them. Does that make sense? Am I rambling a little bit? Just buy one or two of each thing. Make sure you get the basics: foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, highlighter, an eyebrow product, and like maybe like a little eyeshadow palette and a mascara. Figure out what works for you, what doesn't, what you like, what you don't like, and go from there. Okay guys, the eyes are on. Here is a close-up in the more natural light. I really like this pink shimmer. I think that is super, super pretty. And it's still quite subtle, it's nothing too dramatic. And also very pigmented. Okay, I've moved sort of more into the natural light because I think that light just wasn't doing this justice. So you can see my clothes here behind me, but just ignore that. Okay, moving on. The next question I got was, your lashes always look so long in photos. What's your secret? I'm reading from my phone. My secret is, I don't know if it's so much a secret, I have talked about it before on here, but if you're new, hi, welcome. The secret is Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. Now, eyelash primer. So this is called Open and Act, and basically what it is just like a white mascara. So you just apply this like a normal mascara and wait till you see this difference, okay? Right, so that's one coat here on my right eye. You see the difference? Nuts. And then now going in with the Lights Camera Lashes mascara. So just like any other ordinary mascara wand, but it is very dark. It lengthens, it volumizes. It is just my favourite. Now, I am aware that obviously Tarte is an American company, so In the UK you obviously need to pay shipping taxes, and probably more so now because of Brexit and everything, so I understand maybe this is not for everybody, but I've got you covered. Another really good mascara that I like is from The Body Shop, if it would like to focus. So this is the Lash Hero Fibre Extension Mascara. This is also fantastic, so you know, if you don't want to pay the money for Tarte, I would recommend that one. So there we go, mascara on. And honestly, this mascara just works so well. I rarely ever wear a false lash. I would only ever really wear a false lash if I was going out, like to a big event or a big night out, which has not been happening recently because of COVID. I say recently, for like the last year at least, probably more. So yeah, I love this, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, the next Mellow product I'm going to be trying out is the blush, and this is in the shade Pink. It just says Pink on the back. Going to be honest, not a huge blush fan. Never really have been. I don't know. I think I just prefer bronzer. But that being said, let's try this out and see. Okay, I don't know if that really did anything. Maybe I just didn't use enough. I think it's subtle. I think it's very, very subtle. Let's try a little bit more on this side and see. I mean, it's there, but it's subtle, which I guess is good because you don't want, you know, bright pink cheeks. Yeah, not mad at that. Okay, the last step, the last thing we're going to do is lips. Now I've got 3 different lipsticks, so these are in the shade Mykonos, Blossom and Sydney. I'm reading upside down. Mykonos, Blossom and Sydney. So the shade Sydney is this nudie shade here, Blossom is in the middle, and then this one is Mykonos. So I'm really drawn to the shade Mykonos. That looks like it's going to be a nice bright orangey red. Blossom is a more pinky red, and then Sydney's a nude. Now, I always do nude, don't I? I think. Let's swatch these and then see how they're looking. Okay, wow. So swatches. The Liquid Lip Sydney is a very nice nude. That's dried down completely matte. The middle shade Blossom is a matte liquid lip, but it seems like it's going to be a really creamy texture. It hasn't fully dried down to matte. And then the red shade Mykonos is very bright, which is also a liquid lip. I think that is going to be really nice, but with this look in particular, because I've done pink on the eyes, I think I'm going to go today with Blossom. Okay, let's go with Blossom. I think that'll match the eye much better. This, gorgeous. So stay tuned for another look using this because I'm very excited to try that one out. Okay, here it is. Very nice. It is quite bright, but I do actually really like it. I think it's very pretty. What do we think? Okay guys, here is the finished look. I really like how this turned out. The eyes, that shimmer shade, oh, so nice. Sorry, the sun is coming in here again, I know. It is what it is. But yeah, I really like it. These little quads, perfect. Perfect size, really nice shades. You could make so many different looks with these. Really good. I'm looking a little bit red for the lipstick swatches. Really good. Really love that shimmer. Like I said, I did do it a little bit more subtle, but obviously if you were going to an event or whatever, you could dramatise it, add a wing, whatever you wanted, use a darker colour, use more. They are very pigmented, so like I said, I only used a tiny bit, but you could definitely build that up. The formula was really nice, really easy to apply. overall I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10. I really liked the shadows. The lipstick, again, great. It does say that it's a matte, but it doesn't feel really drying like some other mattes feel. Of course, this was the lipstick. The liquid lips might be different, I don't know, so stay tuned. We'll maybe do another video using them, see how they wear. But yeah, not drying, really creamy, really nice formula again. Pleasantly surprised. Really good. And then the blush, like I said, not too dramatic, but I actually like that. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of blush, but I think it's quite subtle. I think it's there. You can definitely see it, but it's not like boom, bright pink. So overall, final thoughts. I love this brand. First time trying it. Sometimes I'm a bit skeptical of trying new brands or smaller brands, which I know it's not the way forward. Always have an open mind, but sometimes they just are not very good. But Mellow Cosmetics, going to give it a solid overall 9 out of 10. Really like the products. Just really like them. Like, I'm genuinely surprised at how well they have performed. Like I said, the eyeshadows very pigmented, the lip matte but not drying. Really nice. So let me know if you guys would like another video testing this out. Maybe we do a more dramatic eye look and test out the red lipstick, see how that goes. Let me know down below if you would like that. And Mellow Cosmetics have very kindly given me a discount code for you guys, so I will leave the link in the description below and you can follow that link and then you can use the code MELLOW15 to get 15% off your final order. So that's MELLOW15 for 15% off your final order. Just follow the link in the description and then enter MELLOW15 at checkout. Very kind of them. I didn't want to share that in the beginning until I tried the products, see how I felt about them. You know, I'm always very honest. I'm never going to promote something to you guys that I don't like, because what's the point? I'm not going to tell you to buy something when it's rubbish, but these, honestly, genuinely, like, you can see how nice they are. So there we go, that is it, just in time before this sun gets so bright that we can't see. So if you did like this one, then remember, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you would like to see another testing of the Mellow Cosmetics products, a more dramatic look next time. And if you want to check out any more content from me, you can follow me on Instagram at Nicola Savage 22. I post a lot of makeup pics over there, some outfit pics, all that good stuff. Alright everybody, take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.